Hello, my unnamed viewers. Today I'm going to be doing a speed draw, I guess you could say, but I'm also going to be talking about a certain topic, and if you can already tell by the title of the video, or by the time that this video comes out, it's going to be about my crushes. And I got some interesting stuff. I've lived a decent amount of time to have a decent amount of crushes, and I have some interesting stories of all of them. So without further ado, I'm going to be drawing a Valentine's Day themed drawing, and you guys can watch me while I talk about some stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Voiceover Madison over here, but basically I'm just going to be talking like this the whole video, and don't mind the ugly frame. It's only like this in this shot, but yeah. Anyways, my first crush was in kindergarten, and his name was, this is so weird, his name was Noah, and something about Noah, I don't know why, I thought because I guess I watched too much TV that, like, it was okay to have, like, a crush and stuff, but I didn't have, like, a legit reason for even liking him. I really don't know why, but I remember that my parents would always end up chaperoning on field trips, and they came on one field trip, and my dad decided, hey, isn't that the kid that you like? And I'm like, Dad, shut the heck up. And it was really awkward because he was standing next to me, and we were on a hayride, and it wasn't like I could like run away or anything. We were stuck on a moving vehicle, so that was pretty interesting. But yeah, there was really no reason for me liking Noah, and I don't know, it was just kindergarten. I mean, what the heck are 5-year-olds supposed to do? I remember that there was like this one 5-year-old that ran around and kissed girls on playgrounds, and he kissed one of my like really introvert friends, and she just like freaked out. But it was pretty funny at the time. But I mean, that's kindergarten. What else should really happen except for really cringy crushes? Okay, my next crush was in the 1st grade, and his name was Victor. Now, Victor and I were pretty good friends, but I didn't really have a valid reason for liking him also. It was just, I guess I watched too much TV or like High School Musical or some crap, and it just got to me. I really don't know what happened, but I remember that we would be playing like some really interesting and like in-depth games on the playground, and one of them was like somewhat like Alvin and the Chipmunks-esque live action one where there was like a record label, and I remember myself saying this one line, and it was so cringy that I didn't even know why I said it. And I literally was just telling my friends, like, oh yeah, he's my boyfriend, but it was in the game, and he was like, yeah, but I don't really do stuff with him, you know, it's just like, he's like my ex, I think. I still hang out with him though. I'm like, looking back at it now, I don't know what I was thinking. No one really even cares or probably thinks about that anymore. But that sentence haunts me till this very day, and I really don't know why I said it. It is really, really, really just you see me over here just like going crazy over it, but yeah. And one other thing that me and him and one of our other friends named Isabella used to do was stay inside a slide that no one really went on the playground and went on it. I don't know why, but it was like a really big slide that was like a big tubed one that was enclosed. It wasn't like the open ones. And basically what we would do was that we would carve like S's or something like that onto like the inside of the slide, and it wasn't like an actual S. It was like those money sign S's or something. I don't know. It was like something that people did often in 2010, and we just kept on doing that. I don't know why, but you could see like 20 of them just everywhere, and not like a bunch of them weren't even from us. Okay, I just searched it up right now, but apparently no one even knows what the S's are called. I'm reading an article right now, and they're just like really cool S's that people saw like all over their notebooks and stuff in school. And there's really not a name of it. They're just called pointy S's because they had the pointed ends. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I didn't really have a crush in 2nd grade, but I did have one in 3rd grade. And the only difference from 2nd and before and 3rd and after was that I moved to a different school. So it was completely different people, and since I didn't know better, I just became friends with like random people, but they actually turned out to be pretty decent people, and I kind of started liking someone I was friends with a little bit, but nothing really much crazy. But there was something that was a bit different in that only in 3rd grade you would have a different teacher for math versus like your English, science, and social studies class. I don't even think there's social studies in 3rd grade. but you would end up having a different teacher for math. And I remember that I had a math partner in that class, and his name was Isaiah, and I just kind of liked him. We were pretty good friends. We just talked with each other. I guess I have like a bit more valid reason for liking him, and that was that we were friends, but yeah. And the funny thing is that little did I know that my 3rd grade crush would also be my 4th grade crush, because we were in the same class again, and also we were math partners again. I don't know how that happened, but it happened, and I just found it completely hilarious. And I remember towards the end of the year we had EOGs, and if you guys don't live in the state of North Carolina, or I believe also South Carolina as well, EOGs are end of grade tests, which are basically just 3-hour long tests of English and math. And we did 2 of those in 4th grade and 3rd grade. And I remember that if you didn't finish within those 3 hours, that you would get an extra hour if needed, and after that you were done. And I remember that he took really slow on the test the day before, so I decided on the 2nd test the following day to take it really slow as well. And we were the last 2 people at the end of the 3 hours, and we both had to go to a separate room with another teacher and finish the test. And I don't know why I even decided to do that. It wasn't like I was not purposely, but like I actually was taking long to test. I was just purposely going slow so that would happen. And I still ended up leaving first, and we didn't leave at the same time, so I don't know what was the point of that. But I found that really stupid that I did that, but at least I got a good grade and I got above average, so yay. Okay, all names from this point forward are not going to be mentioned, because either I still talk to those people and it'll be very awkward, or people that know those people watch these videos and that would also be very awkward. So I'm going to replace all of their names with chain restaurant, fast food places, so hopefully that'll make this a little bit more comedic for you and me, because it's going to be very awkward these next few. Okay, the next one, his name was Arby's, and it wasn't because he had the meats. I actually really don't want to know that, but yeah. We rode the bus together, and also on the first day of school, since he was a new kid, it was like pretty awkward, so I just came up to him, and since we were doing like this fill out the blank of students in the class thing, I was like, yeah, hey, my name's Madison. Have you lived in your house for more than 5 years? Because that was one of the things. And they said, no. So I was like, okay, yeah, this guy is obviously new. But yeah, a bunch of like water shedding stuff happened during the period of me liking this person. And one of them was that my cycle started in December of that year. And I found it very awkward that I was talking to him and I sat next to him in class. It was very awkward, but no one knows that until now. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Birthday. But yeah, it was pretty awkward going through all that. And it was also during Christmas time, and it was like a Christmas party the same day, and I was like, God, why today? It couldn't have been this weekend. But for some reason I still remember that day exactly how it went. And more so, the most cringy part of all of that was that his name and stuff kind of like leaked into characters on my YouTube channel. And if these videos are still up, I don't believe they are. I think only videos from like 2014 are still up on my YouTube channel, and they're not privated, but his name was like a character sometimes, and it was pretty awkward. I don't know why I did that, and I mean, I was like, what, 9, almost 10, something like that, so it was just like, this is why you shouldn't let kids have YouTube, because there's very cringy videos. I still watch them sometimes because they are so cringy that it's just hilarious. But from 5th grade till now, about 3, almost 4 years later, we were still pretty good friends, although since I transferred schools and all that, haven't talked with him at all. But yeah, have pretty interesting memories with him. My next crush is named Chick-fil-A, and he was my first private crush. I never told anybody that I liked him until the 7th grade, because they didn't know who this person was at all, and they would have had no connections with them. And yeah, he was actually an extremely good friend of mine, and we had every single class together that whole entire year. And we were friends since the 5th grade, and we had all county chorus together in 5th grade, and that's where I kind of started to like him, but I didn't really care about it because I liked the other person previously. But no one knew that I liked him, and that just made things like way better. I don't know why, it really did. And we were just like really good friends. We always talk and stuff, and I really did have like a valid reason for liking him, was because like we were good friends and I could talk to him easily about like really random crap. And we were just genuinely both like really good friends, and I love that, and I miss talking to that person, but I haven't talked to them since the 6th grade because the following year they would transfer to a completely different school, and I would be looking around for them the first week of 7th grade thinking that they were supposed to be going there. Maybe they were just missing a day because they're still like on vacation or something, but yeah. Chick-fil-A, you're a very interesting crush. Thank you. Okay, my next crush being leaked out involves one of my really good friends named Trinity, and I love you, but I'm about to like dish you out on this part. I'm really sorry, but I love you. But anyways, we were having our first sleepover, and we were asking each other like who our crushes were. She liked the person I liked in 5th grade a little bit, so it was like awkward. But yeah, and then I told her that I like Subway, and she was like, "You like Subway? What?" And since she was new, I didn't really know if she could take secrets, but I trusted her with this secret of that I like Subway. I actually don't like Subway, by the way. But anyways, yeah, and we were sitting one day in class, like about a month and a half later of having that sleepover, and our teacher, who was much of a gossiper, she would go around asking people like who they liked and stuff, or like talking about student stuff. And I mean, sure, she was pretty chill and stuff, but that was like pretty awkward. And I remember later on she like leaked something, and it was like causing catastrophe in the whole entire social hierarchy of the school. It was really funny to me, but also kind of sad because it happened to one of my really good friends. But anyways, she decided to say Subway and that I like Subway out loud. And she did, and Subway was in the room, and I dove underneath the desk because I didn't want to look into the face of Subway. And ever since then, it kind of messed up my friendship with Subway because we were pretty good friends. We had like group projects and stuff with each other, and I was just friends with him. And probably like more awkward thing was that there was like a friend group including me, Trinity, Subway, fifth grade crush, and 2 other people that will not be mentioned in the story. We were all in one big friend group kind of thing. And so it was pretty awkward just being around him all the time. And of course, after that day, if for some reason we were assigned partners, if there was like random pickings where they would like count, there was like 24 kids in the class, so they'll count to 12 twice. And if you had the same number as the other person, well, guess what? If that happened, somehow I would miraculously end up with him. And it wasn't such a bad thing because, like, he was a pretty decent person to work with all the time, but it was just like, why is God doing this to me? Why is this happening to only me and literally no one else? But yeah, ever since that happened, it kind of like messed up our friendship. But if for some reason, like, we weren't with people that were, I guess you could say, like, would go crazy over something like that, then we would actually be, like, talking to each other, be, like, really nice with each other, and be really good friends with each other. But if some people were around, then we would literally not even talk at all. But, yeah. I'm sorry, Trinity. I love you, and if any of my friends are watching this, and you guys tell her that I just, like, dished her out because of this, and everyone knows who I'm talking about, as whenever I mentioned Subway, just tell her I didn't really care a couple months after because it was going to happen anyways. But yeah. My final crush's name was named Chipotle. And if you guys didn't know, Chipotle is my favorite fast food restaurant, and I'd say the best for last. Not the best as in best, like, stories, but best as in, like, best person. Like, low-key, I really do miss this person. But basically, it's this part of my life where things get confusing, and I'm living it right now because I moved cities. I moved 2 hours away, and a lot of stuff happened. But basically from August 27th, my birthday, this first day of school, until November 30th, I had like the best time with this singular person and a bunch of our friends. Basically, if you were viewing us from a completely anonymous viewpoint, you would think that something was up because we would FaceTime each other for like hours on end. Literally hours on end. And it was like, yeah, actually like really nice. I generally like talking to this person and we had a lot of the same interest. And since I was going through a point in my life since I was 8 until then that I didn't have anyone to call a best friend, and not because like I would still consider some people my best friends, but my definition of one, he was it. Like Chipotle was my best friend, and no one really knew that because it was just a very interesting thing to happen. But since a lot of my friends were like already guys and he had like a lot of my friends, we all joined together as like one big group of people, and it was like pretty fun. And we would talk about anime and video games and play like really stupid games and stuff with each other, and it was genuinely great. And some people were like kind of speculating that I liked him, but to be honest, I didn't really want to get that in my get all that in my way. And I also kept this crush private until now. And since I have a lot of my friends that watch this video, I really don't care if you guys tell him because I'm not even allowed to talk to him anymore because of a situation that happened where he texted my phone at like 12 o'clock at night, like texted me a picture of like a cat. And my dad got annoyed and I'm not allowed to talk to him anymore. So all that happened and you guys now definitely know who it is. But yeah, that was like, he was probably like the best person I could have had a crush on, to be honest. And the funny thing was that I knew him since the 6th grade, and people would say like, you guys look like cousins, like really stupid things like that. And we were really good friends in 7th grade, and I felt like I was kind of like friend zoning him low key in 7th grade because I liked the other person way too much. But we would be like sitting next to each other watching anime on a computer, and it was just like, why didn't I realize this until now? And even the summer before, my friend Trinity again was texting back and forth on my phone for 2 days because we had a 2-day sleepover with each other, and she was texting things to him like, are you sure you two are friends? And he was like, yeah, we are just friends. And I'm like, yeah, we're just friends, because I still liked Subway previously, even the summer after. I don't really know why, but yeah. Okay, now the aftermath of all of that. Since I left school, it's November 30th, and I started at a new school December 14th of last year. A lot of random crap has happened that I'm going to tell you guys about also because this video is very, 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 very long. But, anyways, like my first couple weeks there, people were like flirting with me in like really dumb and stupid ways, and I was laughing the whole time and just being a like bad egg about it because I just wanted to set up myself with that type of profile. But I really was kind of finding it pretty funny. And even my first day of coding class, and since I am the only girl, everyone was flirting with me. They're asking, hey, would you date him? Would you date him? Would you date him? I'm just like, no. And the thing is, I really don't know anyone there, and there is someone that like, and I'm not saying I really like them or anything, but like I would like want to become good friends with them because like there's like they reminded me of myself when I'm at home, and my parents don't even know this, but they like talk too much, and I talk too much as well at home, but I don't talk too much at school because at home I have no one to talk to. I literally don't have any friends that reply whenever I reply back or something like that. So, and literally like they never even like answer for like 6 months. It's like it really sucks, but that's a different video. We'll get into mental health whenever that month comes. Anyways, but yeah, that pretty much deals with all my crushes and all of that junk. So, oof. I will tell you guys a couple things that I've learned from having crushes since 2010 until 2018. which, I mean, I have 8 years of experience. I think I should be able to tell you guys some things. But one of them is that don't waste your time liking a person if you just like them. Like, you have to have a valid reason. That's why I said a valid reason often with a lot of these crushes, even though it was like in kindergarten and like first grade. But if it's like in 5th grade and 6th grade, whenever you're like trying to like find who you are and like be the person that you want to be, don't stay liking a person that you don't even like that much, because it's gonna waste a lot of your life. And there is someone that I didn't mention in this video because I really don't want to, because they bring back a very bad memory in my life, because they did something to my friends that I really didn't like, and I don't want to give them any credit for it and say their name. And they probably don't even watch my videos, but they are subscribed. But if you are, or if your sister's watching, yeah, I only like your sister. I really don't like you. But anyways, yeah, just don't waste your time on one person, because you're gonna regret it. And yeah, also something else, keep your crush private unless you really can trust someone, because you're able to trust them with a lot of things that are more serious than like really stupid crushes. Then you can go ahead and tell them, but if not, keep it secret, because it makes everything better. It really does. You don't have to worry about someone pointing something out or anything. And if someone says anything, just throw it off. Don't even care about it, because it really doesn't matter what people are going to say anyways, because like 75% of the time you never even get together with the person anyways. And personally, I'm not even allowed to date. Whenever I say I like someone, it's more so like, yeah, let's be good friends, and when and if I can date, we can get together. That's just something to know. I don't know when I can actually start dating though. Probably not till I'm 36 with 20 cats, but welcome to my life. That's just it. But yeah, and I guess something else, I don't know. If you're still young, like if you're under the age of 10 or not even like in the 7th grade, don't worry about having crushes. Don't worry about having a first kiss. Don't worry about having like a first hug. I don't know if people do that, but don't worry about that stuff, because you guys really don't need to worry about it. Don't really worry about it until you're like in 8th or 9th grade. And to be honest, don't even worry about it till you're like done with college, because school is really important too, kids. Okay, so just stay in school. School is great. You know, you actually learn, even though teachers suck most of the time, school's great, and school is where you can meet a lot of your friends, and most obviously your crushes. And, you know, if you keep tabs on these people, you can actually maybe get together with them, like, maybe after you're done with college and stuff. I don't know. That's happened to some people. But, yeah. Ranting off about a bunch of random stuff now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back in the outro. But enjoy the last few seconds of the speed art. I just want to talk about the art really quick. I want to draw something a little cutesy poopsy of a couple, and I thought it came out really cute, and I hope you guys also really enjoy it. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed me spilling tea about my own personal life. It probably just brought some self-esteem to yours, because you guys, I don't know, maybe you could have taken this a completely different way than others. But I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and yeah, take my advice if you want. Have a nice day, my unnamed viewers.